Welcome to another episode of the Meal Prep Monday podcast. I'm your host and founder of Prep Dish, Allison Schaaf. Today, I'm sharing with you my latest work from home uniform. Before we get into the content, I wanted to read an email that we received from customer Katrin. She says, just a quick thank you. I'm still using Prep Dish regularly, the gluten-free version. It brings variety and awesome flavors to our house. We love the salads so much, and there are a few recipes we've already done again. Even when I don't do the prepping, which happened lately due to the holiday season, I will buy most of the things from the list and use them. It's good for me to not have to think too much about what to eat, and it's always easier to find a substitute for something instead of planning from scratch. I'm adapting a few things for our family, i.e. we don't love steak so much, and to our region, but that's just normal, I think. Best regards from Germany. Thank you so much for sharing. I love that you've pointed out that you've had to make a few tweaks to make it your own. That is something at Prep Dish that I really want to hear. That's kind of the beauty of it, right? Like you get to buy your groceries, you can make those tweaks, you can make some swaps. The more you can do that, the more sustainable Prep Dish is going to be over the years. I even love that sometimes you're using the meal plans exactly as written, but other times you're not. That's just kind of how life goes. So good for you. Glad that it's helping. Glad that it's helping to save some time, introducing some new recipes, even some new favorites. If you have not tried Prep Dish and want to give us a try, we have a 2-week free trial at prepdish.com/MPM, short for Meal Prep Monday. Again, that's prepdish.com/MPM. It's 14 days free. You can try out the gluten-free plan that was referenced in this feedback. You can try our super fast, paleo, the low carb, all of those are on there. So you can really look at all of the different options we have, see if it's going to be a fit for you. But I always say, give it a try for 2 weeks, see how it goes and go from there. So again, prepdish.com/MPM. Okay, so for today's episode, if you did not listen, last week I talked about my experience using the Rent the Runway service over the past year and how that really helped to streamline what I wore and, streamline my closet, right? Like I just went through a renovation and I love that I started out with, I don't know, I don't think it was that many clothes. The closet that we did though is not, I think by a lot of closet standards, it's not super big. And I kind of wanted it that way, right? Like I feel like sometimes the more space you have, the more you fill it. And so I wanted to make sure it was kind of just the right size for what we had. And with me streamlining my closet further, it's nice that it's a nice, like roomy closet. But one thing that I have done, and over the years, it's funny, I've talked to some of my friends, especially the work from home crowd, but if you go into an office too, like I feel like most of us have like this quote unquote uniform. Like what do we wear day to day? I know one of my friends, it's like she has her yoga pants and her cardigan and like that's what she wears every day. And her kids kind of joke that it's like her work uniform. So I have embraced a new work from home uniform over the past few months. And I kind of started it actually maybe like 2 years ago. My mother-in-law bought me 2 different skirts for Christmas. And I remember when I opened them thinking, oh, that's nice. And I wasn't like that sure about them. But as I put them on and started wearing them, I really enjoyed them, right? Like they are comfortable. The colors were pretty neutral. So I could wear them with, comfortable t-shirt or tank top, kind of dress them up or dress them down. And really got to where I enjoyed wearing these skirts. And so much so that I got on and was like looking for some other skirt options. And over time, I have this winter decided that my new, work from home uniform is a skirt, a tank top, and sometimes like a sweater on top or a cardigan, basically with pockets. Ideally, I have a few with pockets, and so that's nice. But that has been my little comfy work from home outfit. I like to, first thing in the morning, get dressed, do like a very simple skincare routine, like some lotion or something on my face, just to feel like, okay, I'm getting ready for the day and I'm going to jump in and do some work. And I think when I do that, when I get out of kind of like the workout clothes and stuff, it makes me feel like I'm ready to be more productive. And so I end up being more productive. And with the skirt option, it definitely makes me feel that like kind of more put together. So in the summer, what I was doing before this was I would do, in the morning, I would start out in workout gear because I was, lifting. So I wanted to start my workout gear. So I made sure that I would lift at some point in the morning. And then when I was done with that, I would shower and then switch into a dress. I think I've talked about in the past, but I have decided that dresses are a very also easy way to feel pulled together, but not have to think at all, right? Like there's no matching that needs to happen. It's just one piece of clothing. If you get the right ones, they can be really comfortable. If I'm on a Zoom call or something like that, like I do look pulled together. So that was kind of my routine for a while, was like starting out in workout gear and then at the end of the day, like some sort of comfy dress. This winter, I've enjoyed, it's the skirt, the tank top. And the tank tops, I've gotten a lot of tank tops from, and my workout gear from a brand called Mate the Label. I'm always on the lookout for organic cotton when it comes to workout gear because some of the others are made with some fibers and materials that have a lot of chemicals that can, especially if they're like really tight to your skin, can kind of leach into your skin. So I've been looking more for organic cotton when I can. In the past, I used a lot of packed organic. And there's some other items that I really love, but some of their workout gear is actually not that comfortable, whereas Mate the Label I find is a lot comfier to wear. Although over the days, like I know some people when they work from home, they like to wear yoga pants all day. And I just feel like over time, it really feels a little tight and constrictive. And I don't know that I get like the full blood flow, lymph flow movement that I need. So that's where, I don't know, I am now a fan of the skirt. So I have long ones that I'm wearing in the winter, but it's nice because in the summer, they're kind of breezy enough and light enough that you can wear them. You can also wear them in the winter. And again, a tank top for the summer. And then if it's cold inside, I can just throw a sweater on top. So that's my little work from home, quote unquote, uniform. I would love to hear from all of you. I don't know, what are you wearing on your work from home uniform? This was a post to Best of Both Worlds. I've referenced that podcast. If I can find their episode, I might go back, but they did an episode on clothing and they have a really good Patreon group. So if you're interested in discussions like this, I think this was something that they discussed in the past few months. And it was so interesting to get on and read what people were wearing, whether they went into an office or worked from home. But it seemed like most people did kind of have this standard, clothing uniform that they wear. And for me, it's kind of like that Rent the Runway that I talked about last week. Like I want to wake up and not have to think about what I'm wearing. I'm waking up very early. We have a newborn at home. So I'm setting out my clothes the night before, but I just want to make sure it's like easy, don't have to think about it, but comfortable and also a little pulled together. So that's my thoughts on my latest work from home uniform, and hope you enjoyed this episode. A reminder, if you have not tried out our time-saving meal prep meal plans, we do have that 2-week free trial to try Prep Dish. Let us take the thinking about meals off of your plate. It's prepdish.com/MPM for 14 days free. Again, prepdish.com/MPM. Okay, that is all I have for this week. And this is wrapping up our home management mini series. And next week, I will be back with an interview for you. See you again on Monday.